Hi everybody, I'm here at the Kent stage on the wall of photos of amazing people who have come through here, and just got to hear an amazing show. I mean, I was in the middle of it, but that was kind of the unimportant part. The Secret Sisters were at the beginning. So good. You should go hear Secret Sisters. You really should. Old-fashioned melodies, two sisters singing together. Really awesome. And then Eddie from Ohio, they're just so much fun, and they write really smart, cool songs, and like the four of them have just been performing together for so long. It kind of is like, you know, when you meet someone older and they like have been happily married for 20 years or something, you're like, I hope I have that someday. It's kind of like that, watching a band be together for that long. So it's really cool. So I feel really fortunate to be part of tonight. And it's a really nice contrast. I shouldn't say contrast, but it is a nice contrast to grad school, which I've been absolutely loving. Secret nerd, not so secret nerd. Really enjoying it. So much fun. There are a couple of classes in particular that I really like. There's a social sciences core class that involves a lot of environmental economics and like how do you measure how much nature or human lives are worth. You know, like it's a really tricky question, but you have to do it somehow, and like diving into the math of how people do that is kind of crazy, a little tricky, but really fun. And then I'm taking a really cool class about conflict management, which is actually teaching me a lot about things that I could have done better in the past with people like Alex and Ward and my manager, things like that. So I'm hoping that everybody will like me a lot better even than they did before, now that I kind of know how to structure collaborative processes and things like that. So that's going to be fun. And I guess the heaviest class I'm taking right now is a climate change seminar. We're doing a lot of reading about things that are happening right now and the degree of uncertainty that we have and how things can suddenly tip into a new state, so in terms of the environment, in terms of global climate change. So that's been pretty interesting. I actually got to argue the climate change is not happening point of view the other day. I had to write a 3-page paper on it, did a lot of research, and I think I made a pretty good argument, but unfortunately I still believe it's definitely happening, and maybe we should really do something pretty drastic to try and adapt to it or mitigate it. But anyway, starting to talk about that stuff, I'll talk more coherently about it as I go through school. But that's sort of what I'm up to, and starting to write songs again, which is pretty exciting. And the big thing, I need to take a picture and post it somewhere, is that I have a piano now. I have a loaner piano. It's actually an inherited piano from the sound woman of the Ark in Ann Arbor. She basically emailed me and said, hey, I inherited this piano from my mother. She was a piano teacher and performer, and it's an old, vintage piano, and I don't have anywhere to put it, so would you like to hang on to it for 3 years? So I now have this amazing piano that I'm making friends with, and it's there every night when I walk through the door after 10 hours of school, and there's nothing better than sitting down and just playing. And so life is good. Life is worrisome in terms of the things I'm learning, but it's also really good. So I hope it is for you too, and I'll stop rambling.